stop him.
Here we go. Air Experts, the experts of local HVAC systems, is working for you. Did you know that we offer a financing option? It allows you to get the comfort solution you need while keeping your piggy bank intact. Get all the details by calling Air Experts at 205-882-4342. First and 10 now for the Cougars, keeping it as Fry. Fry keeps his feet, and he stays on his feet and goes down at the 25-yard line.
That's a great ball fake right there. Fry sticks it right in the belly of the back, pulls it out, goes around right in. A little banged up now, but you got to play now. You just got to play. Nicks, you got to play. That's a big play right there from Aaron Fry. Just a good job to seal that outside by the tight end there. You see it, big number 88, Anthony Carter, did a good job sealing that outside there.
First and 10 inside the 30. Here comes Joshua Woods. Joshua Woods has enough for another first down. They move the chains again. Now they're in the Window World red zone.
You see Joshua Woods come in to replace Owsley, to give Owsley a break. Big running backs, a junior. And I tell you right now, this is what they do so well. They run the football right at you.
And looks like we've got movement.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty, still first down.
They can't get out of their own way.
Correct.
Right in front of me.
First and 15 now for the Cougars. All the way back at the 20-yard line. Kumar Robinson goes in motion. Fry now trying to go with a bubble screen on the backside. Staples has it. He's trying to keep his feet, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. So he picked up 5 yards on that screen, but good job by the defense, able to really sniff that one out. Goes back the other way, and Jabari Staples makes the catch and keeps on going. So now second down and 10. Second down and 10 now for the Cougars. And we've got a stoppage of play, Coach.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Moves him back 5 yards, so now second down and 15. Where we find the Cougars, who are trying to come back from an 11-point deficit, 21 unanswered points by Oxford. Keeping it on the ground is Joshua Woods, and Woods able to get a few of those yards back, but now looking at third down and 11. We take another look at it. Woods on the carry, and he's able to try to get some yards, but falls right there on his head. Third down and 12.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Here comes Fry. Fry trying to throw it and underthrows the intended receiver. Closest one was Marlon Compton. So now it's going to be fourth down.
Well, they put a lot of pressure on him that time, and Fry just really tried to get rid of the ball. Look at him right there. Really throws it off his back foot. Didn't have anybody open. Boy.
So now we'll have a field goal attempt by Joseph Del Toro, about a 34-yard field goal.
33-yard field goal.
kick is up, and it is no good. The defense holds for the Yellow Jackets, and they'll take over on downs.
You know, yeah, I hear you.
And Del Toro a little bit upset with himself, and the helmet goes down. So now for the offense for Oxford, they're trying to stay focused and see if they can figure out a way to put this game on ice. Head coach Sam Adams trying to make sure that his team stays focused on the task at hand. Mason Mims, the Louisville commit, the quarterback who's thrown 2 touchdown passes, seeing if they can add some more. Here comes Caleb Wynn. Caleb Wynn carries a couple of white shirts with him, and he's able to get about 8 yards on the carry.
You know, I think it's important for Sam, and I'm sorry for
2nd and 2 for the Yellow Jackets.
For Mason Mims to run some clock here, take some time off the clock, use all of the 25-second clock there, use as much as you can use. Take your time.
2nd and short. Quick pass, reception made by Jalen Taylor, and Taylor has enough for the first down and a little bit more. Knocked out of bounds by Deion Collins.
Knocked out of bounds by number 7.
Love the play. Easy
First
throw.
down, Yellow Jackets.
Great throw by Mims. First downs. That's what you're thinking right now if you're Sam Adams and Shea Monroe. You're working together, giving Mims easy throws. Run the ball in between. Use as much of the play clock as you can use.
Got a little movement going on.
Flag on the field.
Prior to the snap. False start on the offense. It's a
False
5-yard
start on
penalty.
the offense.
Still first down.
Pushes them back 5. And between the two teams, you've got about 18 penalties with over 130 yards combined in penalty yards. 1st and 15. And movement again, and this time it's by the center,
Prior to the snap.
Jaden Lunt.
False start on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still first
Jaden
down.
Lamb gets called for movement, and that's a rarity that your center moves even before he snaps the ball. So now it's 1st and 20. The ball all the way back at the 27-yard line. Things not going well here in the 4th for Oxford. They're going to send Taylor in motion. Give it to Wynn, and Wynn makes a spin. The ball is loose. Good job by the offensive lineman to fall on top of it. It was number 53.
I'll help you a little bit right there. Markevian Conley's
Yes,
on top of the ball.
Markevian
There you
Conley.
go.
Play recovered by Conley for the Yellow Jackets.
You know, I think things are going pretty well in the 4th quarter for
Second
Oxford
20 for
because,
the Jackets.
look, they want to run clock. That's the most important thing right now. First downs and clock. You better hold on to the football, though.
But they're definitely running some clock as the clock continues to run. Less than 8 minutes to play here in regulation. Giving it again to Caleb Wynn. Wynn gets a lot of those yards back, trying to make up for dropping the football. So now it's looking at 3rd and still very long.
And that's okay. If Oxford's got a punt, just punt the football. Just punt it. The pressure now is on Clay-Chalkville, and they got to score. They're 2 scores down. And they're a good football team, and they can score 2. So, you know, that's why you want to run as much clock as you can run if you're the Yellow Jackets from Oxford.
3rd down and 15. Mims getting a lot of pressure. He's going to smartly throw it out of bounds, almost intercepted, but incomplete.
That does 2 things. It stops the clock, and he really threw into double coverage.
Yes.
15 for the
That,
Jackets.
I think, is the first mistake that Mims has made today. The interception he threw early in the game, the receiver left his feet instead of running through the route, and you can't blame that on the quarterback.
Kanan Bozeman now to kick. Important that they get a good return if you're a fan of Clay-Chalkville.
Well, you want to kick the ball to the boundary, to the short sideline, and it's on their sideline. Don't kick it down the middle. And he does.
And the ball is fumbled. Good job to fall on top of it is Marlon Compton. And we'll take a break. We come back. We'll see if Clay-Chalkville can get things going. Remember, Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta. Mention Friday Night Rivals at Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta and get 20% off of your order. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta. Stay tuned. More
TV
football coming
timeout.
up.
See what I'm talking about there?
Oh, King. Special shout out to King Boys Towing and Recovery for moving all of Friday Night Rivals, production crew, scissor lifts, heavy camera equipment, and all the things that we need to do to make this broadcast go. A special shout out to King Boys Towing and Recovery. And as I always say, that's the best poster of any towing company in the world.
Let's just hope that we're not the ones we have
Yes.
to call them. We hope that if you are in trouble, you do need to call them. That's the best around.
Keeping it is Fry. And Fry able to get some positive yards, and a good tackle there by Jayez Fleming.
That was a good open field tackle by Fleming, and he's been good all year for Oxford defensively.
2nd down and 5, pitch and catch. Keeping it and going wide is Kumar Robinson, and Kumar able to get into
Well,
Oxford territory. University of Alabama 1st down.
bad mistake by number 5. That was Emilio English that time, and he's a senior, so he came inside instead of maintaining the boundary and forcing the runner to come back inside. He gave him the outside.
Looking, got plenty of time, is Fry high, and it almost made the catch, but incomplete.
Wow.
That was a great attempt at a ball, and that was Jakari Johnson, and he got up on that one.
2nd and 10 for the Cougars.
Wow. It does stop the clock.
Right. Second down and 10, 6:08 left to play in regulation. They need 11 points to get back into this ball game. A nice flare pass out to Osley, but he pays the price. Once again, Fleming on the tackle. And Cedric Twyman there to make the play.
You see the way how quickly Oxford closes on that receiver when he catches the ball. So they're intent to let them catch it in front of them for a short gain. I like that strategy.
3rd down and 7. They need to convert to try to keep this drive alive. Staples went in motion. They're bringing everybody, and the ball is tipped, and it's almost intercepted. Way to put a hand up on the ball. Keenan Britt was right there to put his hand up and bat it down. The South Carolina commit making plays.
Well, he's obviously a big-time player, and this is when big-time players have to make plays. He sees he can't get to the quarterback, so what does he do? He gets his hands up, knocks the ball down, and it was almost intercepted. Great play by Britt.
4th down. Fry needs to make a play. Can't make a play. What a defensive play by Keenan Britt. With one hand brings down the quarterback.
That's a great high school play from Keenan Britt. We talked about him playing 4 quarters, and that's exactly what he's done tonight. Great job by number 10, Keenan Britt.
5 minutes left in regulation.
TV
11-point
timeout.
lead. We take a break. We come back to see if Oxford can put it on ice and end a 20-plus game win streak by the reigning 6A champs. Friday Night Rival continues. Stay tuned. At Win South Credit Union, you never pay an annual fee for savings, checking, or digital banking. Plus, open, fund, and manage your accounts 24/7, 7 days a week at winsouthcu.com. So now the offense is back on the field for Oxford. They're trying to put this one on ice. Going to keep it on the ground. D.K. Wilson is wrapped up and brought down immediately. Good play by Nakarius Allen.
Yeah, Allen did a great job there coming up from his linebacker position. They got to put pressure on him. And let me tell you, you look at that football staff over there. Stuart Floyd's, he's been in high school coaching for a long time. First year as a head coach, but that doesn't prevent him from knowing exactly what he needs to do, and his staff is prepared to do whatever they need to do to win this football game. Now the players have got it in their hands. They got to make plays.
Less than 5 minutes to play in regulation. Win. Going to get wrapped up immediately and brought down.
I don't think they're going to call their first time out there.
Timeout is called.
Timeout. Clay-Chalkville. Their second of the half.
4:23 left to play here in regulation.
Well, you notice right there that Mason Mills was trying to use every second he could use, tried to snap it at about 4 seconds, and that's perfect. So, but now those offensive linemen have got to make really good blocks, and they got to pick up those linebackers that are stunting, and that's exactly what Jake Helveston's trying to do as a coordinator over there for Clay-Chalk. So they're putting pressure. They're going to bring pressure and really force them to throw the football, and I don't think that Mason Mills is going to throw it. I really don't. I think they're going to be content to keep the ball on the ground.
And once again, thanks to Crown Trophy of Pelham, Alabama, for our trophy at the end of the game for the winner of Friday Night Rivals. Our trophy is provided by Crown Trophy of Pelham. Yellow Jacket mascot having fun with the little kids, and they will be celebrating if they can get a couple of more first downs. 3rd down and 14. Wynn's going to keep it on the ground. He needs to get about 14 yards, but he's halfway there. And we got another timeout.
Timeout. Clay-Chalkville. Their third and final timeout of the half.
Another Addiction
Okay.
Prevention Coalition timeout.
That is their
Now,
final timeout.
yeah, that's what I was fixing to say. I think that's their final timeout. So, you know, there's a lot of pressure now. They got to try to block this punt. And if they don't block it, they got to score quickly. And really, they got to score a touchdown and then go for 2 and then get a field goal to tie. So, you know, when you're 11 points behind, that's a tough call to make when you don't have any timeouts left.
Next Friday, we go south down right off of I-20 to Bibb County as they take on Pleasant Grove, who is ranked 2nd in the state. That'll be close to Halloween, Friday, October 25th, 7 p.m., right here on Friday Night Rivals on My 68. The Choctaws of Bibb County taking on Pleasant Grove.
Now, the one thing you don't want to do here if you're Clay-Chalkville, you don't want to rough the punter.
And it's a good punt. It will take a good bounce, but it is returnable. And here comes Clay-Chalkville trying to do something. They keep themselves in this one. And a good return by Taylor. Check that, by Marlon Compton.
Yep.
Compton will keep them in this one, as now they really got to play 2-minute offense from here on out. They've got to move fast and furious.
That's a good call, James, and that's exactly what they got to do. They got to play quick, they got to be efficient, and they got to get the ball out of bounds when they can't run anymore. They got to get the ball, go as far as they can go, and get out of bounds because they can't stop the clock. They do stop the clock on first downs, though.
4:02 left in regulation, trailing by 11 on the reigning 6A state champion Clay-Chalkville. Aaron Fry, the quarterback. Fry gets it out to Joshua Woods. Woods keeps his feet and trying to get out of bounds, but can't do it. So now they've got to quickly get back on the ball. And here comes Woods trying to get back into position. Gets about 5 yards on the reception. Makes it second down. 2nd and 5. Now they're going to keep it on the ground. Woods able to get most of the yardage needed. Looks like he has enough for the first down.
And the clock will stop there.
Well, no, they say, will they say yes? Yes, they're going to move the chains as the first down up beyond midfield. They're going to hike it, and they're going to give it to Woods again, and Woods able to get about 3 or 4 yards, but looks like we have a flag. Why? Because they hiked the ball before they were ready for it.
Yeah, Endicott did a good job right there making that tackle.
Illegal formation on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Time is running out on Clay-Chalkville.
Got to be up on the ball and snap it now, James. That flag,
Yes.
There you go. This was going to start. There you go.
First and 15. Woods goes in motion. Fry trying to stay away from Britt, and a flag is thrown. Reception made. The reception will go out to Johnson, and he's English on the stop, but there was a flag, and it looks like it may be a hold because they were trying to do everything to keep Keenan Britt off of Aaron Fry.
Yeah, you're right. Britt's got his motor running high right now. You're exactly right. And he's determined to get to the quarterback. And whoever's blocking on Britt has got to get in that ready in the pass protection. He's got to get that foot drop.
Holding
And he's got to
on
make
the
him
offense.
stay outside.
It's a 10-yard penalty from the previous
There he is
spot.
right there. That's a hold
Still first
right there
down.
by 77. Christian Bennett, he's a freshman. And he's going to be a great player someday. He's 6'3", 260 pounds, and he's done a great job most of the night tonight.
Bubble screen, they get it out to Osley. Aaron Osley on the carry, gets a lot of the negative yards back. Keenan Britt was right there to make the tackle. Britt has been on fire tonight.
Yeah, and you know, one of the criticisms I had of him watching film was he took some plays off. He hadn't taken a play off tonight.
Fry, pitch and catch reception made by Compton. And Compton gets beyond midfield. Jalen Taylor there on the tackle.
Taylor's playing both offense and defense now, and they're putting their best athletes out there right now to prevent anything from, going awry. Time is really, really creeping up on Clay-Chalkville.
3rd down and 8 now for the Cougars. Less than right at 2 minutes to play. They need to score quick. Fry with time, flares it out. Reception made by Compton, and Compton able to do something. Tampley able to make the tackle, but the clock will stop because they were able to get the 1st down. They'll move the chains and start the clock again. They need to be on the ball, ready to go. Here, let's take another look.
Good job stepping up in the pocket, throws it out to his secondary receiver, gets the 1st down.
Fry's going to go for the home run ball, but it's intercepted.
Get down.
Intercepted by Oxford, and they're going to try to take it all the way. Great job by D.K. Wilson. And the celebration begins.
Well, and I can tell you what Sam Adams and his coaches were saying, get on the ground. Get on the ground. Let's don't fumble the football. So now all they've got to do is take a knee.
Results of the play is an interception. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the black team. That penalty is 15 yards, 1st down.
Another unsportsmanlike conduct on Oxford. But D.K. Wilson plays it like a receiver, jumps up and makes the play and gets a good return.
You notice how he made that play, too. He went up at the highest point and got the ball.
Yes.
That's a great play by Wilson. Now just get on the ground.
21-game win streak by the reigning state champion goes all the way back. Their last loss was in 2022 in the playoffs to Parker. And right now, Mason Mims, the senior quarterback, the Louisville commit, has not beaten Clay-Chalkville as a high school player. And right now, they're a little bit over a minute away from erasing that from the books.
Well, now you want to snap it at about 3 seconds.
Less than a minute to go. Mims, victory formation. They kneel it. All they got to do is kneel it. One more time, and the celebration will begin. And not since November of 2022 as the reigning state champion lost the game. And for Stuart Floyd, his team has proven that they have some grit and they have some offensive efficiency, because for the 2nd time this season, they've come back from being double digits down. They had to do that against Mountain Brook, and that is the final kneel. And for the 19 seniors of Oxford Yellow Jackets, they can say they have defeated the reigning state champion and is 1st place in the region.
Well, that's a great win for Oxford, Sam Adams, and you're going to hear from great players in the past like Terry Henley and those guys being mighty proud of this young Yellow Jacket team. Great job there.
21 unanswered points by the Yellow Jackets. Their defense pitches a 2nd half shutout. Their offense does just enough to win. And just like that, the 21-game win streak of the Cougars is over, and the Yellow Jackets of Oxford remain undefeated. 21-10 is your final. Stay tuned. We come back. We'll have our trophy presentation, our post-game interviews, and we'll wrap it up here from Oxford, Alabama. Stay tuned. Turns out that the second, third, and fourth quarter were owned by the Yellow Jackets after giving up 10 points to Clay-Chalkville and being down by 10. It was 21 unanswered points by the Yellow Jackets of Oxford, and they come out with their first victory in over 3 years to the reigning state champion Clay-Chalkville Cougars. And right now they're playing their school song. And for the 19 seniors who were honored tonight, they have first place in hand in the region as the Yellow Jackets defeat Clay-Chalkville 21-10.
You know, when you look at this football game, you have two really good football teams in 6A and Region 6, and I can promise you nobody wants to play either one of them. They don't. I mean, this is just two good football teams. And you go to South Alabama, you've got some good 6A teams. Of course, Sarah Land, Jeff Kelly, and that bunch are really, really good. But Clay-Chalkville and Oxford can play with any 6A team in the state.
No doubt
about that. That's right.
No doubt about it. This was a game that it looked like it was going to be all Clay-Chalkville. They were able to march down the field. And let's take a look at our highlights from this game, in which it started out not going as well for Oxford early on, but in the latter half of the second quarter, Caleb Wynn able to get into the end zone, and it was Richardson who was able to catch not one, but 2 touchdown passes from Mason Mims, who had over 200 yards passing, 14 of 18 in the air. Very efficient night for Mason Mims. And he found Richardson again in the third quarter as this game was really cracked open, and Fry was unable to find his receivers because D.K. Wilson, playing a little both ways, able to get the interception that sealed the game for the Yellow Jackets. And now let's go to Austin Pratt, who has the coach, and he also has our player of the game. But let's go down to Austin Pratt. Austin?
Coach, great win here today, dominating win. How does it feel after all of that to just come out on top?
Well, it's a lot of work that led up to this now. This thing didn't just happen tonight. This thing started last November, last December. They fought all season. We've been behind in games all year long now, all right? So this is like the 4th time we've come from behind 10+. The guys never panicked and had a lot of faith and confidence in each other.
And first win against Clay-Chalkville in a few years. What's that do for momentum going forward for these guys?
I don't know about all that. I just know we just won the game, and I'm happy as crap to be the region champ.
Gotcha. And, Coach, I'm going to present this to you and your team right now.
I love you, Coach.
Yeah, and if I could grab Mims. Looks like we may have lost him.
And it looks like the players are ecstatic. All right, and Austin has Mason Mims, our Whataburger player of the game.
How does it feel kind of coming out of that game? First of all, being our Whataburger player of the game here today. Big plays all over the field tonight. What's this mean for you and your boys?
It feels great. I mean, I couldn't do it without these guys. I mean, all the props to them and Coach Adams, and I mean, it's just a great win for the program for sure.
And on such a beautiful night out here tonight, it was a great win. What was the most memorable thing that happened on this field tonight?
When the clock hit 0. That's the most memorable for sure.
I can certainly respect that. Tell me, what's next for Oxford?
We got to prepare for next week, so that's it.
Thank you very much. You have a nice night, all right?